Very good morning, friends. I hope you're all doing safe as well as healthy. Well, we've been talking in terms of various aspects of India 7 that talks about a cash flow statement. And in this particular video, I'm going to talk in terms of the treatment of taxes, which is paid on income. Where do we reflect it in the cash flow statement? Well, the general perception is that if there are any taxes, it is supposed to be relating to operating activity. But are all kind of taxes supposed to be operating activity? Or can they also relate to investing and financing activities in nature? Let's find this out in this particular video. The treatment of taxes, is it relating to operating or maybe investing or financing in nature? Institute of चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स ने फरवरी के अंदर इंडस 41 पर एक एजुकेशन मटेरियल रिलीज किया है और मैं आपके साथ इस एजुकेशन मटेरियल की डिस्कशन लेके आ रहा हूँ जिसके साथ आपको कंप्लीट एनालिसिस इस एजुकेशन मटेरियल का मिलेगा और ये आप एब्सोल्युटली फ्री अटेंड कर सकते हैं। जितने भी पार्ट्स एजुकेशन मटेरियल के होंगे ये स्पेशल क्लासेस के अंदर मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करने वाला हूँ और इन सभी के लिंक्स आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स के अंदर मिलेंगे। ये उन बच्चों के लिए भी रेलिवेंट है जो सीए फाइनल ग्रुप 1 में फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग की तैयारी कर रहे हैं और जो सीए फाइनल ग्रुप 2 के अंदर ग्लोबल फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स यानी इलेक्टिव पेपर की तैयारी कर रहे हैं। उन सभी के लिए ये रेलिवेंट डिस्कशन है, तो आप मुझे ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं 21 मार्च को 10:20 और डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में आपको सारे लिंक्स मिलेंगे। यदि आप इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर नए हैं अनअकैडमी पर तो मेरा कोड इस्तेमाल कीजिएगा CAKB10 और आप इन सेशंस को एब्सोल्युटली फ्री अनलॉक कर सकते हैं। तो आइए लेट्स क्रैक इट। Well, this is what is stated in one of the paras of India 7. I didn't quote the para, but the para says that the cash flows arising from taxes on income shall be separately disclosed and shall be classified, it says, as operating activities unless they can be specifically identified with financing and investing activity. Well, the language makes it clear that there is something which is implied unless mentioned otherwise. It says the cash flows arising from taxes on income shall be disclosed separately and classified as cash flows from operating activity. So unless there is anything to the contrary, we always assume that the cash flows are relating to the operating activities because a company would pay taxes on its business income. But it says unless they're specifically identifiable with financing and investing activity. For example, imagine that there is a sale of investment. So that sale of investment is going to be an investing activity, and if you're going to pay taxes on the long-term capital gains, now this taxes is not on account of business operations but is relating to investing activity. Let's take an example to understand this better. Let's say, for example, a company X Limited is paid an advance tax of 5,30,000 during the current year. Now, out of this, 30,000 is paid as a tax on LTCG. There is a long-term capital gain. Under which activity would you classify this amount of tax? So we would say that out of this 5,30,000, we need to segregate two elements. One is 5 lakh rupees, which is a tax on a business income that becomes operating in nature. And the remaining 30,000, which is supposed to be paid on the amount of capital gains, that is something which is going to be shown as investing activity. Similarly, to remind you, earlier there was a concept of making a dividend distribution taxes. So let's say, for example, if the company is making a payment of dividends, and it is of course going to be a financing activity outflow, so any kind of dividend distribution taxes which a company would pay would also get classified as a financing activity itself. That means we need to consider that the taxes is paid on what income. Is it paid on a business income? It is operating in nature. Is it paid on the sale of investment? Then it is investing in nature. And if it is paid, let's say, on a dividend, then it becomes financing in nature. So per se, yes, the income tax is paid on a business, and business income is supposed to be operating in nature, but then depending upon the taxes is paid on what, The cash flow statement would represent it accordingly. That's all in this particular video. Wait for some more knowledge bites coming on Ind AS 7. Thank you for watching. Bye bye and take care.